Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And in this episode, we're gonna be fixing the Supra's biggest problem, and that is its sound system. Now, a lot of people that have these cars already know this issue, and if you don't know, now you know. The Supra's sound system actually sounds like garbage. Actually has two subwoofers, 1 and 2. Harman Kardon makes those subwoofers, and they're actually really good. They just really suck because the way that Toyota had made these subwoofer boxes was it's enclosed, and it's really not a good design. It's a design flaw that Toyota has not addressed and not fixed. So we're gonna be fixing that in this episode. So I'm just gonna show you guys where the subwoofer sits, and it's right here, right behind the seats. And they're 2 8-inches, which you would think that they would kick pretty hard, but they don't. So if you don't believe me, I'm gonna do a little demo for you guys. And helping us tonight is...
Nobody special. What's going on, guys?
No, it's Austin. Austin, you guys have seen him in the other videos. He's gonna be helping us with tonight's, what do you call this, an install or a factory fix?
Refinish.
Factory refinish, yes. All right, so Austin's gonna be helping us. Let's do a little bit of a demo of how the sound system sounds in its stock form, or how would you say? Currently
from factory. Currently how it's gonna sound.
Currently from factory. So we're gonna do a little demo, show you guys how it sounds. It's probably not gonna sound as good because it's coming through the camera, but trust me, a lot of Supra owners are not happy about how this car sounds. So let's jump into the car and play some music. So if you guys are like me and you like your audio to be nice and crisp and punchy, this is not the car to buy. If you're a do-it-yourself kind of guy, you can totally fix this issue. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some music, and we're gonna do a little demo of how it sounds before we fix the subwoofer box. And Austin here is gonna vouch for me. He's gonna listen to it with me, and we're gonna kind of give it a, what was you say, a 1 to 10 rating?
1 to 10 rating, I think.
Yeah. So play some uncopyrighted music.
I love that dial so much.
Yeah, that is nice. I'll give it a solid like 5. Because there's a lot of vibrations in the back.
There's a lot of vibration. It's not as clear as some cars would be.
Yeah, like I would expect some punch, especially for the subwoofer being in the back and actually like wanting to, like I'm anticipating a kick in my back, and I'm not getting that.
I know.
Yeah, so it seems like it's muffled. It seems like there's more to be had back there, but it's just, the design of the box isn't right for those subwoofers. So, yeah, I mean, I do have an equalizer set because I felt like the sound system was just absolutely trash. Factory, just flat. So I tried to kind of make it sound a little bit better. So, I mean, with my changes, it does sound a little bit better, but not as good as I want.
For a Supra, you'd expect more.
Yeah, it's hard to hear it through the camera, but
for a car to drive the way this does stock,
yeah, and to sound like
this,
yeah,
sounds worse than a Suburban.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, this car's been out for 4 years now, and you would think that they would fix this issue. And I'm pretty sure Toyota is well aware of it too.
Yeah.
So
my grandma's Lexus, I think, sounds crisper.
Yeah, no,
it kicks a lot harder.
There's a lot more cars out there that are a lot cheaper that sound a lot better than this. But we're definitely gonna fix it. So let's get to it. Let's fix this subwoofer box. So as you can see, the write-up says that you should, on the form, you have to cut these pieces out of the 2-inch foam pad that Austin's gonna be doing right now. And I'll be doing the foam wadding in the enclosure. So let's stuff that enclosure with some wadding. Okay, so to put all this wadding in there, I'm gonna be using a flathead screwdriver. I'm just gonna be shoving it in there. What I'm trying to do is just fill it up as much as I possibly can until I can't fit anymore.
That's what she said.
this end. Shove it. Alright guys, so as you guys just saw, we filled in this whole entire cavity. Behind these slits here was completely empty, and I probably used about 4 sheets of this speaker wadding, and I stuffed it all in there. Made sure that I got it in the sides there and straight ahead on both sides. So that's all done. Let's go check up on Austin and see how he's doing.
Doing some arts and farts over here.
Arts and farts.
Want to call out Miss Collini, my first grade teacher, saying I'll never amount to anything. Look at me, I'm cutting foam.
So right now what he's doing, he's cutting out these foam template pieces. And basically what this foam is going to do, it's gonna sit, well, not this piece, but a little bit larger. It's gonna sit right here, and this will prevent a lot of the vibrations from this plastic piece in the front here from rattling a lot from these big boy Harman Kardon 8-inch subwoofers. So that's the
Driver's side.
Driver's side, okay. And this will sit somewhere around here, like that, I think. I think it sits like that. Yeah, somewhat like that. A lot of white there. It's a little too bright. But anyways, yeah, it'll sit right here and sit behind the paneling and prevent a lot of the vibrations. So this is a must.
Voila. Now I gotta cut 2 slits right here. It's a little bit more flexible. That's also where the cone is gonna be coming out of. And I gotta make an angle so it goes against the wheel well inside of the trunk.
There we go.
Huh?
There we go.
Yeah, you have to make it straight down the bracket.
It's all right. It doesn't need to be perfect. Nobody's perfect in this world. You know that, right?
You said it?
Nobody's perfect in this world. Not even me.
That's crazy.
Not everything's about me.
I thought you were the standard.
Baby, this ain't no standard. Last foam piece goes right in the middle. Don't play with the materials, Austin.
It's hard not to. And the only trick with this one is you can't tuck it behind the bracket because of this piece right there. So what I can do is I can slit it in the middle and then tuck it onto the sides.
Okay, let's give that a try.
This is actually what they do with babies to make butt cheeks. No one knows that. It's a Snapple fact. Look it up. All right, shove those 2 flaps back in, just like my ex, trying to fit in a pair of jeans. There you go. Beautiful.
I hope this sounds really good. For all, I mean, it's not.
I hope so too.
It's not a whole lot of work, but definitely seems like it's gonna make a difference.
I mean, one thing you got to think about is all this weight from all this foam. I mean, that's more traction, baby. I have a funny cover photo. Yeah, it's rigatoni.
Okay, so I got the mesh cut out, and we're gonna put it right behind the foam here. Goes right there. This one goes here. Now, we're gonna do what I don't want to do, and that's cutting the OEM plastic piece here. And I've been dreading doing this because this is an OEM piece, but you can also just buy this from Toyota for like 40 bucks. Plus, I'm making the Supra sound better, so it's kind of a win-win anyways. Austin's cutting it. You're cutting it. I'm not cutting this. I'm too nervous. So on the forum, they give you measurements for this plastic piece so you could cut the holes perfectly where they should. relative to where the subwoofers are. So one's gonna go right here and one's gonna go right here. So just reference the write-up and you shouldn't have any problems. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Dun dun dun.
Brand new Supra. Oh baby, there's no going back. Ooh, that is hot. Boys and girls, there is a donut in your Supra.
That's a good hole.
Not bad. It's
That's
covered
a
over.
good.
Now the trick is you just got to get a knife and get in there and neaten it up. But the key I think is to start off backwards, so it kind of makes a little groove for the guide. Kind of guide this, because without it, it's just going to keep kicking.
Wait, this is a BMW?
Oh my God, you scared me. It's Christmas, guys, so you too can own something from a Toyota Supra. We're gonna be selling these off. Could be nipple tassels, just drop one.
You're gonna get them with the giveaway.
Half off now.
All right, so now we just let that cure for about 5 to 10 minutes and we should be good. Now, we had to do some modifications to the cone itself. It had these slits on the side. Here I have another set, so I'll show you. I ordered two just in case if I messed up. But anyways, there's these slits on the side of the cone here that we had to cut off so that we could have this part sit flush to this backing plate here. Now I used a little bit of super glue to secure it in place so that way it doesn't move or fall off or do any funky stuff while I'm driving. Hopefully this lasts a long time and it doesn't give me any issues. So modification had to be done to this cone, so remember that while you're doing this install. I thought that these ridges here would help keep it in place, but I didn't quite like the fitment, so decided to cut these ridges off and super glue it. All right, our super glue has cured. This cone is not moving anywhere. We're gonna reinstall this and put the trunk back together. Shouldn't be that hard, just reverse the steps, right?
Can't remember them. Oh, that looks so much better. Get in there. You're all right. Go home.
Go home.
Why don't you want to go home? A little flex in the middle, boys and girls. That's all she needs. A little scoot the boot over. And she is tight.
Did it click in?
Clicked in.
Those clips? Nice. Damn, that looks really good. That looks factory. That looks beautiful. I like that. So when you open up the hatch, you don't see any wadding back there, so that's why we use the mesh. But wow, that looks really good. I can't wait to hear how this sounds.
We're gonna start it and be like, sounds the same.
I would be very.
I bet as we're driving around, it's gonna be the biggest difference of less rattling.
I think it's just gonna be a big difference all around. I'd be very sad if it didn't make a difference at all. If that was the case, I'm gonna go cry. Wow, that looks so good. Why didn't they do this from factory?
No. Because in 4 years they're gonna make it an option.
Yeah, like you can buy this as an
like,
option.
hey guys, we finally took your feedback. Like, no, we knew this.
All right, so now that we finished the install, we're gonna hop in the car and see if it made any difference. Thoughts?
I think it has.
Thoughts?
I think it has.
All right, let's give it a try. All right, so now that we finished up the install, we're going to test out our modification and see if it worked. Fingers crossed, because sound system in this car sounds like absolute doo-doo. I hope this is the same song. Wait, hold on, it's not the same song.
No, not the same song. If it ain't T Swift, I don't want to hear it.
Any Swifties out there? That's better.
It does make a difference.
It does make a big difference.
I feel more bass now in my back.
Yeah, there's more bass. It feels more full.
Yeah, it fills in the back a lot better.
Like, I'm not gonna give it like a 10, but I'm gonna give it like
it goes up a point.
probably like 2
maybe
points.
2 points.
Like
Yeah.
a 7.
Yeah.
Like, this is decent. It sounds better, like way better. Let's try a different song.
The car feels a little bit larger too. Like
Yeah,
you
like
hear
more full.
You hear more stuff in the back.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the drop? Oh shit! Yeah,
Much
you
better, yeah? What I want to do is I want to actually test their equalizer on
the
the car.
settings? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see if their settings makes a bigger difference, because I have a different settings. Now, maybe it brings in more low end, maybe a little bit more punchier, a little bit more of a kick. So let's give it a try. All right, so with the changes that we made to match the forum, we're gonna give it a test and see how it sounds. Oh yeah.
That sounds better.
That sounds way
That
better.
sounds better than the custom one you had before.
Yeah.
Was that factory that you had before?
No, so I changed it to sound a little bit better.
what you did?
Yeah, because when I
You
picked
wanted?
yeah, when I picked up the car, I was sitting in the car the car with Mike, and I was just driving. I was like, Mike, let's tune this. Let's make it sound better. So that's what we did. We made it sound better with the vibrations, and then
This
now
one sounds more equal. Like
it sounds
every
sounds more
bit
clear.
Exactly.
It sounds more clear. Like I can actually hear the music instead of vibrations. Like
Yeah, you can hear the beat, the
yeah.
drum,
Yeah.
the instruments behind everything.
Wow, this is good. What? If you guys own a Supra, definitely do this
Yeah.
for sure. Right out the box, this should be your first mod. Well, guys, this install went pretty smooth. Not too bad.
Wasn't bad.
Probably about 2 hours.
Had to trust yourself a lot more.
Yeah, with
it's a
especially
new
with-
car.
Yeah, it's a new car. You don't want to ruin any plastics. Just we took our time. It took about 2 hours. Overall, great install, great first mod, and it definitely made a difference. I highly recommend, if you guys have a Supra or plan on owning a Supra, to definitely do this mod right out the box. So anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share to your friends, because I know that they would like it. And don't forget to share to your mom and your dad and your cousin and your brother